Say all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans. I hope we are all in the same page on this very, very important, very, very crucial ongoing civil justice sign off. Right, and I am providing for myself, for I am Vethapriya, true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil supreme judge, and it is because the United States of America nation, with fatal negligence, created robocall poverty mandate and enforced poverty to I, and then created finance disability to I, and also created finance death to I, right? And the debt is almost $10,210.38 as of today. So then I addressed it to the state of Wisconsin Department of Justice World, right? Not today. I already, even in the year of 2019 itself, I educated them that please pay the at least finance compensation for the damages done because of this robocall, and I explained how it all went and everything, but still they just ignored the Department of Justice division teams. They are humans only, but they all ignored and they signed injustice to me, right? They never provided any financial aid, and they just stand back on me. So today, according to the Holy Bible guidelines of civil law, I want this civil justice to be served in front of all nations, in front of entire human population. Okay, and I proved that Pope Francis is Satan, and I proved that Queen Elizabeth is Satan, and I proved that United States of America nation is a prostitution nation, and I also proved that Department of Justice division of USA government is broken in pieces, and it is also Department of Justice is also prostitution nation, and that is why the injustice signed to me by state of Wisconsin DOJ on the in December 2019 is invalid, disqualified, voided. Okay, and so for that. They did not provided that help, right? That financial aid. When I was asking, when I was begging, I was literally begging, CC, this robocall created too much of poverty to me, please provide justice, I begged. But there were people only, there are humans only in the DOJ, right? The judge is a human, commissioner was a human, and there were two lawyers, there were females, right? And they were also humans only. And then I also told you, educated, that there was a female cop who created havoc, right? Even she is also human only, right? But then it's all because Pope Francis, he only sat and educated the judge and the commissioner and the two female lawyers and the female cop to be ignored, to be fatal negligent, and to sign off injustice to me. So today I have all the proof, right? I'm proving it in front of all the nations. So that means whatever injustice they provided, don't you all think that I should get the rightful finance compensation today, right? But I do not want the judge and the commissioner and the two female lawyers and the female cop who created damages to me, scars on my face. I do not want them to be laid off. Okay, though I can ask for that for a civil justice, for a tit for tat mode, right? Or I can even revoke their licenses, right? I can ask for that as a civil justice. No, I do not want that. From my end, I want the judge and the commissioner and the two female lawyers and one female cop of state of Wisconsin who created damages on my scars. Can they take the scars back? No, right? Or can they create a new brain and a new heart and give to me? That also it's impossible, right? So then they should have thought twice, thrice, so many times before signing of injustice to me, right? Don't you all think so? So since they are becoming fatal negligence, that displays that they are leprosy patients, right? So there is an innocence part of it. Because as a true civil lawyer, I know how the abusive people, they function, they operate. So they are working with their blinded eyes, and they are puppets and purest slaves to Pope Francis. It is proved. I proved it. So today, what is the best solution? I want to read it, and I want to read the names of those justice teams. Okay, and I want finance compensation, right? Don't you all think that that can help me in curing, in the healing process of damages and the scars, right? Don't you all think so? And I want them to live free. I want them to watch me live, right? And I think that is a civil justice that I want to provide to them. Got it? So they are aware that I am PROSE too, but I did not get any salary for PROSE salary. I was begging, please provide PROSE salary, but they never bothered. So it all boils up to what? This poor Francis only injected toxins to the Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin. So I want State of Wisconsin to pay the price, right? The penalty, right? When State of Wisconsin don't know how to be humane, I have to step in and teach them what is being humane always, right? And I also have to educate the State of Wisconsin Department of Justice that, hey, each civilian have only red color blood cells. Whenever injustice signed off, the innocent will be tortured. Like that I have to educate. Can you all see? Because worldwide, nobody knows that basic foundation level of humanity. That is how the pathetic state is. And that is how Pope Francis destroyed everything. Right? So that is that innocence part. So that is why in my book of civil law, I want whoever hurted me, whoever provided the injustice to me, I want them to live free, to just watch me live. That itself is civil justice. Don't you all think so? Right? So I will read the civil justice, okay, quickly. As of February 2021, Prostitution Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin, okay, I, Vethapriya PROSE, proved Pope Francis only educated Department of Justice of USA to sign off injustice to I, and with fatal negligence, it is State of Wisconsin Department of Justice only created COVID-19 plague worldwide is proved. Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin created robocall poverty mandate to I, and that is why Department of Justice of Wisconsin never provided any healthy help. And it is deadliest domestic violence crime of State of Wisconsin Department of Justice organization. As per Code of Abuse Law of Pope Francis, the true hell creator, the true poverty creator, the true robocall creator, and finance disability creator, and finance debt creator. Right? So, who are fatal negligence? The fatal negligence of Judge Frank Remington, fatal negligence of Commissioner, it is my understanding his full name is Ben Schulenberg or Mr. Schulenberg accordingly. Then fatal negligence of two female lawyers, they are Ruth Westmont and Jennifer Brinkley. And then fatal negligence of a female cop of the state of Wisconsin. I don't know the name because I just only got the call from her, right? And the justice teams are aware of it. And they never provided help for that also. See, I've been begging for any finance aid help, and then they just signed injustice, right? So today they have to pay the price. What is the price? For injustice signed by Domestic Violence Classified Prostitution Justice of State of Wisconsin on December 2019. Got it? So that, please trace that the COVID-19 never even created in Wuhan, China. It was started only in state of Wisconsin because the Department of Justice, they signed injustice to me. I already said I'm God's child. I have that supernatural powers of the God, right? The moment they signed the injustice to me, worldwide this COVID-19 got created. Got it? And I never knew that COVID-19 will be created. Even the justice teams, when they were signing off the injustice, they never knew that COVID-19 would be created. But they knew out of their heart, I don't know whether they have any conscience or not, but they are still humans only, but I don't know whether they have the conscience or not. But then today they might be in a total shock, being aware that it is because of them, these 5 people who signed injustice alone, not only in USA, not only in state of Wisconsin, worldwide, all nations got the COVID-19 plague. Means who is going to pay the price? I do not want these people to pay the price. Okay, I want only USA to pay the price, and that will be a separate medical billing. Please be patient. Okay, so you all got it, right? Just because these foolish leprosy patient, prostitution of Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin signed injustice alone on December 2019. From summer of 2019 up until December 2019, I provided patiently all education to them. It is an excellent education to them I provided to them. They just turned back on me. I was begging. Day in, day out, I was begging. I was walking every day to that court. People know. All the homeless people on the road were just watching me walking. You know? I never got justice. So today, I want the justice my way, right? It's my way. Because when I displayed Pope Francis as the hell creator, those justice teams, they were never able to take it. They were never able to digest it. But today there is a proof, right? That's a proof. What is the judge going to say? See, on bottom line, they'll be happy is that I am displaying the truth to them again, right? And I'm just asking state of Wisconsin to allow them to live free. And we are all on the same page here. Got it, my dear fellow mankind? The justice teams is aware I am an excellent Supreme Judge after all. They were totally shocked that I was a PROSE after all. They were just dumbfounded because of my wisdom and excellent civil justice process. For the justice signed injustice to me, do you all know what I asked in the justice process to help those people? I only asked state of Wisconsin must provide $1 billion to the judge, commissioner, 2 female lawyers, and the female cop who created scars and damages on my face. Nobody, not even one civilian, would have done that. That displays who I am. That displays my ethical standards. I said, whoever hurted me, I want them to live free to just watch me live. They cannot take back the scars. And there are females also in the justice. Please laugh with me. There were females also in the Justice Department. So can you all see how I'm displaying women are absolute evil after all, worldwide? Right? Are you all even being doubtful? Are those females really females? Whatever. I have to get the justice my way, right? It's paining, my dear fellow mankind. How many scars can I have? So today I have the proof. When I said to the Department of Justice, Pope Francis is a hell creator, they never believed. Right? Because Pope Francis is a God for everybody. So as a true civil lawyer, as a true civil doctor, I became helpless. Right? But today, I'm displaying the proof right in front of all the 193 nations. The United States of America is handcuffed mode, mandated to be kneel down mode in front of all nations. Right? A nation do not have any birthright to right injustice. A broken justice disqualifies a nation to be nation. Do you all know that? Do you all know that? Now, tell me, I was very sure, right? President Joe Biden is going to resign. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, he is. Right? So one side I have to prove President Joe Biden is a scammer. He's a fake. President Trump is still a even though whatever is at fault mode is still innocent. I'm displaying everything. And how females in the Department of Justice are super evil. Right? When I am providing the civil justice, those females should curse me to death. Right? Don't you think so? They should even accuse me to death. And it's okay. Because even spit me, I will say spit me on my face. I don't have shame whatsoever. Because I had all enough of enough. Department of Justice said, I am mental ill. I have to get medical evaluation. Why? Because I displayed Pope Francis is the hell creator. Now tell me, after that only I got the job in the finance services. They were so super excited about my talent. Within a very short period of time, projects were queued up. Everybody wanted me to work on the different projects. Today, God is God, isn't it? Those Department of Justice, those 5 people, one side they'll be happiest at heart. Because I already said, because everybody is in this helpless mode because of the prosecution provided by Pope Francis alone. Nobody. Everybody fears for Pope Francis. So don't you all think they should have at least signed off PROSE salary? And they were not able to do that because Department of Work Services do not have a job code for PROSE. Because Department of Health Services never educated that PROSE should be a salaried job code. Because France leader and the Sicily Archbishop, they are the one who gave that handbook to the USA, right? But they never educated that the PROSE must be a salaried job code. Can you all see how chain reaction? And how I'm also displaying the innocence of the judge and the commissioner, lawyers and female cop who provided injustice to me. Right? So what is the wisdom, my dear fellow mankind? When judge don't know what is the difference between justice and injustice, that's innocence, right? He cannot be a judge. And he still signed injustice. So that itself is displaying how the justice services is broken in the United States of America. Right? It's for 500 years. Right? Then, now tell me, okay, they were not able to provide the PROSE salary. Right? Then I also educate the justice team. See, I worked during President Obama admin time frame, and also during the President Trump admin time frame. I worked in the poverty-free Earth of end of the year volunteer 2030 volunteer project. Please talk to the USA government and provide me a salary because I'm unemployed. I'm need of in finance. They turned back on me, right? Now tell me, what if I were European American with a white skin, like model kind of a mode? Don't you all think that they would have considered and provided the salary, right? Because these people, they're so innocent, they have, must have not seen any colored population also. That itself is a one more innocent. Get it? These Europeans, they have been seeing only white-skinned people alone. So they have never seen the colored skin. And Pope Francis have educated, do not provide any kind of help to the colored skin. So can you all see how innocent this judge and the lawyers who signed injustice to me after all? Even though they went to the accredited law school, they are still innocent. Right? But still President Joe Biden is not innocent. And President Trump is still innocent. Can you all see? So, yes, my dear fellow mankind, because I have to get civil justice no matter what. Whether I die out of this financial stress, whether I get job or not, I have to get the civil justice served. So I already said, if state of Wisconsin is going to turn back on me and never going to provide any civil justice or any benefits, the civil justice I'm providing in front of all nations, 193 nations approximately, and then 7.9 plus billions of humans, right? That is all is needed for me. Enough. That is enough for me, right? I was educating, do not provide injustice, but they were not listening. So, as a civil doctor, I can understand how much of stress that judge population will undergo through when they signed injustice. Do you all know that? Do you all even aware of it? What kind of a stress that the Department of Justice population have to undergo through the moment they signed injustice, with or without awareness? And can you all see that how always Pope Francis only made to look good, and these people who are slaves to Pope always made to look at fault more, right? They went by only the book given by Pope Francis, right? So Pope Francis never educated them correctly. At least France leader who gave the state of, Statue of Liberty, the Justice Lady, right? At least he could have sat by this judge and the commissioner and the lawyers and could have educated. See, this is why this France gave this Justice Lady statue to USA to provide only justice. And Sicily Archbishop also could have sat there on the other side and could have educated, right? Like a brainstorming session, like that. But they forgot it. Or I would say, not forgot it. Forgot it is a different brain processing. I would say it is absolute fatal negligence, right? So, for these justice people, they are innocent in my book of civil law, even though they signed injustice to me, right? So for tit for tat, I can ask the USA to enforce them to resign, meaning revoke their license and make them unemployed, create poverty mode, thrown on the road, be stranded mode, right? But I do not want that. That is not justice to me in my book of civil law process. Now let's say if the judge and the commissioner and the lawyers and the female cop is left to live free, okay, and I get the rightful financial aid and I get the job offer signed and I get to start my job and I get to move on with my life in a peaceful way, don't you all think that is civil justice served perfect even way, right? And you all know, I also educated that I want all these people to be left free as a testimony means even in the dream, right? Even in a dream, these people should never ever, for next 5,000 years or 50,000 years, they should never, ever, ever, forever think of creating injustice for fellow mankind. Means, even in the dream, even in their sleeping, they should always only provide civil justice, period. That is the civil justice system. So I proved why I am the supreme judge of all nations, eligible, right? There are no lawyers yet, my dear fellow mankind. I proved, right? There are no judges yet in United States. That is the truth. I proved. There are no commissioners yet. And I proved. And these people are highest salary population. They live in luxury. Then they have never heard of the word called poverty. So don't you all think I have to step in and sit side by side with them, even though they backstabbed me, they crucified me. I have to sit side by side with them and then educate how to be humane, what is justice, what is difference between justice and not justice. Don't you all think so? That is the rightful way. Yes, my dear fellow mankind. Yes. I'm not hiding my feelings, right? Sometimes, yes, we all saw when I was talking, it choked up and I have to hold on for a while. And then I'm with God-given strength. I again self-motivate myself and I'm talking, right? What would you all have done? If you're asking for justice and the justice is saying your mental will go get medical evaluation, what would you all have done? Tell me. So, I am living, I am laughing, I am singing, I am eating, right? My way. So I proved how education indeed failed humanity, isn't it? Whatever accredited law school or whatever police training they went through, they never taught them or educated them what is humanity. At least Pope Francis could have, flew from Vatican and must have, reached out to the state of Wisconsin and sat side by side with them and should have educated them, right? Even he forgot it, or I don't know. So I proved the crime. Who are the true criminals here? The state of Wisconsin Department of Justice is a prostitution organization after all. Prostitution only can provide injustice. That is why there is criminal law. Criminal law is a prostitution law. It's a sexual immoral law. Right? So can you all see how innocent these people are? They don't know what is justice, and they don't know what is a difference between a justice and an injustice. And they don't even know when they are going to sign off injustice, how the innocent people will be tortured on an emotional level, how innocent they are. Right? Please do not take me, oh, she's so sarcastic. No, this is not sarcasm, my dear fellow mankind. I'm talking about the real truth, the raw truth of identifying who is exactly innocent and who is not innocent. When a civilian don't know how to be humane, that is a disability. So when it is a disability, then what does it display up front? The brains are not operating correctly. That is why this innocence one part, at fault one part, and innocence supersedes the at fault part, so they should live free. Why I even asked the USA to pay $1 billion to these abusive Department of Justice patients? Do it yourself and get healed from your abusive nature. Live free. Right? Because even they are victims of abuse, right? Even they have fallen in trap. Because it is Pope Francis only created those kind of foolish people. Now imagine the other way around. Healthy, let's say the healthy scenario. What if the judge, Frank Remington, knows what is humanity? Right? That would have been then he would have signed only justice to me. Right? See, always there should be unbiased processing, right? So they prove, that's a proof, life proof here. So President Joe Biden cannot run and hide here and there. He just got caught and I handcuffed him and threw him in front of 193 nations and proved that President Joe Biden can never be a leader. He's at fault, but these people are not. Right? Can you all see? Because he was there for a long time in lawmaking, right? So he should have, at least President Joe Biden would have sat next to all these people and educated what is justice, what is not justice, blah, 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 whatever. But can you all see how humanity got destroyed in every angle? And yes, my dear fellow mankind, you all know there are Senate in state of Wisconsin, GOP in Wisconsin. There's on the hierarchy level, there's one. And for each state, the same mirrored government or organization is there. Two times. Two times. One side Republic, one side Democrat. And everything became a garbage. Crap. Right? See, the innocence is they don't even know their job. The commissioner never knows what job he has to do. Judge don't know what job he has to do. And the lawyers don't know what job they have to do. And the female cop even don't know what job she has to do. I proved I'm an excellent super cop, isn't it? I should be the police of general. I should be the excellent liar. And I proved it, and I'm proving it. And I'm an excellent commissioner too. And I'm an excellent judge too. So that means they don't even have to go to workplace anymore. I finished their job as well. Right? Yes. Whenever the pain is too much for me to handle, I cry. And it would have helped me if only there is one special in my life person next to me, sitting next to me and holding my hand and telling, don't worry, everything will be gone. That would have helped me a lot. But, for me, God is there. God is watching. God knows what's happening. God will take care of it. And this too will pass. And I'm self-motivating myself only. It's a testimony after all. So, like me, my parents might be undergoing through different kind of injustice, different kind of variations, and still they're living. They're chewing the injustice, digesting the injustice, right? And still living with whatever God-given strength. And same, I'm also in the same boat, that's all. But then, why I want the civil justice to be signed off is, I do not want these people to repeatedly provide injustice. Enough. For past 500 years, the entire justice team has been providing only injustice. That needs to stop, isn't it? So, this civil justice will do that process in a rightful, humane, ethical, rock-solid ethical standards way. Got it? So, yes, when I did not get any help from Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin, I will get the justice in front of all nations, in front of entire human kingdom, right? If not today, I will get even after my death also, I will get the civil justice. That is the wisdom. Okay, so I will read the write-up and we all are on the same page on that. Okay. February 2021, Prostitution Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin. So that itself is a live proof why the justice team signed injustice, right? Because US is a prostitution nation and Department of Justice is a prostitution organization, right? And Roman Province Jesuits Christianity organization is also prostitution organization. So you all know how it got in the chain reaction, right? So what is the multitasking? I'm displaying why exactly Department of Justice is broken in pieces in USA. Is it a shame or shameless? You all decide, right? Like that mode. I'm displaying the raw truth as is mode. Got it? I just do not want the justice team who signed injustice to me to keep on signing of injustice. It's just enough is enough mode. Stop that crap of signing injustice. Rather, walk in the wisdom ways and sign for at least for once sign civil justice and see how heaven it is. That is what I'm educating. Right? So, I, Vethapriya, PROSE, proved Pope Francis only educated the Department of Justice of USA to sign off injustice to I. Just because they signed injustice to I on the December of 2019. they created the COVID-19. Can you all trace the truth of how and why Pope Francis is a COVID-19 plague, and that is why he created the COVID-19 at the first place? That started only in the state of Wisconsin because injustice was signed to me and I am a God's child. I have the supernatural power, and I never knew that there will be COVID-19 created. And I explained only COVID-19 is a scam, right? Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brink should have told what to the world? Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin signed injustice to this wisest innocent lady Vethapriya. That is how this COVID-19 got created. And COVID-19 means Welfare Economy Improvement Program called CARES Act, and that got broken in pieces. And we cannot say that upfront because population will be freaked out. So that is why we wanted to create that in a very fashion show, like marketing for mask. This is how they should have said. But it was the other way around. And he even got paid $1 million. Dr. Fauci already got $1 million. I am sure even Dr. Brink should have got that. Right? So now don't you all think when they created all the crap, all the hell, they got the salary? Why should I got? I am asking only $1 billion, $500,000 trillion. It's very cheapest, right? They cannot create a new brain and give to me. Can this judge, lawyers, and the female cop create a new brain to give it to me? Never, right? So I will provide the justice my way only. It is okay if people are accusing me or cursing me to that, or nobody will dare to ask why USA is providing me all tax-free finance aid to me. Because that much of damages have done, USA have done to me. I say pay, first pay. Means then they will never dare to hurt any other civilian. Never. That is why Department of Justice of Wisconsin never provided any healthy help when I begged. And it is deadliest domestic violence crime of state of Wisconsin Department of Justice as per Code of Abuse Law of Pope Francis, the true hell creator. Pope Francis, the poverty creator. Pope Francis, the robocall creator. Pope Francis, the finance disability creator. Pope Francis, the finance debt creator. Fatal negligence of Judge Frank Remington. Fatal negligence of Commissioner Ben Schulenberg. Fatal negligence of two lawyers, Ruth Westmont and Jennifer Brinkley. Fatal negligence of female cop of state of Wisconsin. Note, for injustice signed by domestic violence classified prostitution justice of state of Wisconsin on December 2019 and created damages and scars to I Vethapriya PROSE. Civil justice served as of February 17, 2021 as in Holy Bible guidelines is I Vethapriya PROSE want State of Wisconsin Judge Frank Remington to live free. State of Wisconsin Commissioner Ben Schulenberg to live free. State of Wisconsin, the two female lawyers, Ruth Westmont and Jennifer Brinkley, to live free. And I want State of Wisconsin, the female cop of State of Wisconsin, to live free for signed injustice to I. However, the state of Wisconsin Department of Justice should pay tax-free $5 billion direct deposit to my bank account, and I, Vethapriya, is God's child, and state of Wisconsin do not have birthright to sign off injustice to me. Got it? That's all. Simple. Simple. I want them to live, watch me live with the scars they created me in the crucifixion process. That is civil justice for me. They should still be in that law processing only. Okay. Then the medical billing. right? So, victims of abuse, patients billing, medical compensations claims billing process. As of February 17th, 2021, Prostitution Babylon USA at fault found guilty in all counts of crime of Vatican for with fatal negligence. USA nation created robocall poverty mandate to I Vethapriya PROSE, a true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil supreme judge, and Prostitution USA nation took away $4,500 in October 2018, and with fatal negligence at fault found guilty to USA nation enforced. So crime one is USA nation poverty mandated to I Vethapriya PROSE proves that injustice signed off by DOJ of state of Wisconsin on December 2019 is disqualified, voided, and the finance compensation must be paid for signing of injustice. It is not my job. Got it? I never asked DOJ to sign injustice. Either USA or Harvard Medical School or Harvard Law School or Pope Francis or France leader or Statue of Liberty or religious leaders or so many people are there. 300 million people are there. They should have educated the DOJ that they cannot sign injustice to me, isn't it? So that is not my problem. Now, what is another crime too? The crime too of USA nation is they created the finance disability, took away $4,500 on October 2018, mandated disability to I Vethapriya PROSE. So with that live proof, USA is a Babylon nation, is a one lawless nation. The injustice signed on December 2019 by the foolish Department of Justice teams of state of Wisconsin is voided, disqualified, invalid, and medical compensation in billions or $1 trillion USA should pay me. That's all. Simple. I never asked DOJ to sign injustice to me. Even if I would have begged for, please, DOJ, sign injustice to me, they should not have signed injustice to me. They do not have any birthrights. Got it? Now, what is the crime 3? The crime 3 of USA nation finance debt is mandated to me is what? $10,210.38 to I. So, for a tit for tat, I can have all this judge and the lawyers or the female cop to go into the extreme poverty mode, be unemployed mode, have create the same kind of a debt mode, then make them to go beg for the help from the bank mode and how they will get rejected mode. Right? I do not want that. I want them to live free, to watch me live with the scars. That is the civil justice served for them. That is how a discipline should be provided in a perfect way. Right? Perfect way. I don't know whether those people have family values. I don't know whether they have family or children. I do not want to know about that. Bottom line, they proved that they are inhumane. Right? They are inhumane after all. Insane means their brain is not operating correctly. They are the disabled people. In fact, they have to go and get the medical evaluation after all. Don't all think so. Can you all get it? What is the wisdom? The wisdom is what? When you are being humane always, your brain is operating correctly. When you know what is justice and not justice, your brain is operating correctly. When you are signing of injustice, then what does that mean? Your brain is not operating correctly. So who should get the medical evaluation after all? It is the judge, the commissioner, the female cop, and those 2 lawyers, female lawyers. I would even not bother to ask them to go to the doctors. No. I would say, go live cool, live free. Just watch me live. Just watch me live with the scars. You all cannot even take my scars, right? It is scars in a different form. crucifixion in a different form was enforced on me. So it will be super fun for them to watch me live, isn't it? And they lost all the eligibility to apologize to me, period. They can live free, but they can never bother, or they can never work on to apologize to me. They can go kneel down and ask God for forgiveness. I don't know, even at that I leave it. I already said in true Christianity, it is always one-on-one session with God. Nobody can talk for nobody. That is why I want them to live free, because it is a do-it-yourself project. Get your abusive nature cured all by yourself. Means that is the healthiest discipline. Even the prison facility will not help them. No. Prison facilities are holiest facilities. I do not want those facilities to be polluted by providing these insane there. No. So that means the judge, commissioner, and the two female lawyers and the female cop displayed what to the world? They are the cloned face of Pope, right? And cloned face of Queen of Elizabeth II. Can you all imagine how that unhealthy influence can destroy us innocent civilians? I see them as patients, my dear fellow mankind. Because if they are in a healthy brain, they would have signed only justice, civil justice. But there again, they could not even provide the healthy finance help for robocall. Means not even one insurance have a claim process to be provided for robocall. Boom! I already said, one spot error, all chain reaction, everything will crash down. Right? You go to the bank, they do not have robocall claims processing. You go to insurance, they do not have a claims processing, healthy claim processing to be provided to the victims of abuse of these scandal, which is created only by the government. It is created by Pope Francis only. So who should pay for the damages? It is the USA should pay for the damages, and they should have guided the insurance. Hey, insurance, go to the claims division, create a line of business product for claims processing exclusively for robocall. Means what are the other umbrella? Robocall, phishing, pornography, everything comes under that umbrella. Means all the population who have been victimized in this scandal would have got helped rightful way, isn't it? But they never bother to do that. Why? Because all the questions will trace only to St. Peter's Basilica. Pope Francis will be caught and thrown on the volcano. He never wanted that to happen. France leader never wanted him to be thrown on the volcano. Islam leaders, they do not want them to be thrown on the volcano. Dalai Lama did not want him to be thrown on the volcano. Versus, they're all men's club. I am the woman, oh my gosh. Wait, watch and see. See my power. See my power. I am the rock. I already said, I am born, and that is enough for all nations to be saved. That is enough. All USA have to do is just sign the job offer to me and say to the world, yes, we have a rock, Vethapriya. That is all. That sentence itself will do. All the Islam leaders will die out of heart attack because they cannot digest the truth that I am a woman. Oh, that will be super fun. Wait, watch and see. Because more crimes to be displayed to the USA, isn't it? But I am just providing it for myself because I am in absolute need of finance. And I am in absolute need of to get the job immediate. Pope Francis destroyed my career also, right? Destroyed my career, how many emotions I wasted, my age is gone, middle age. Are they having any bit of common sense of what damages they have done to me? So when I see a European American, I see them as innocent only. Even when they name call Indians like me as dogs, I will stand in front of them and I will help them only. Because as a civil doctor, I know they're innocent. They don't know what they're doing. Even if they're going to name call me as a dog, I don't know. I know it is out of innocence, ignorance they are telling. That is why I am the toughest of all toughest. These Department of Justice teams, they were totally shocked about how excellent means perfect, flawless. Means they know that I only should be the judge of USA. Because of my excellence justice services I provided to them. Even at the cost of crucified means at the cost of, they were nailing me down, right? Injustice means what? The crucifixion only. On the cross, they were just nailing me down. I said, stop, don't do that. They never listened. I only asked for civil justice and they only chose to injustice. Means they chose to crucify me. I'm living. So how cool is that, isn't it? Because when these foolish people, when they provide the crucifixion, they will think in their heart, okay, we have crucified this innocent, oh, will be dead. Are you laughing with me? But then I'm living. So that is, it's a hidden puzzle of how, even after the crucifixion, what is the real puzzle of resurrection? Right? Highest moral standards are always only for true Israelite Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem only. The justice people knew. I even educated them. They are like the Roman soldiers. Right? And with their blinded eyes only, they were crucifying me. I educated them. They know me. They know who I am. They know who I am. Because the moment I started to provide excellent civil justice, they were just shocked. Because I never went to law school, but they all went to the law school. And they provided garbage versus I provided civil law. I upfront said there should never be criminal justice. What is President Joe Biden going to say about that? He's a lawyer, isn't it? So, there are 3 crimes of USA nation, and that directly proved how the injustice signed to me on December 2019 only created COVID-19. You all got it, right? If you are going to see my very first video session, I would have said, wait, I will provide all the layers of COVID-19, my fellow mankind. You all will witness the scandal right in front of your eyes. And I proved it. I'm proving it with each and every single session, right? There is no plague at all. And the Dr. Fauci, Dr. Binks were so cunning way, they made it look like that. And who got scapegoated? China. It was only because of the trade war. Right before that COVID-19, that 2019, 2018, all the nations were fighting with USA that they cannot pay tax. It was, even Amazon was also in that war. Amazon, internet services, all the private sectors, they were all fighting with that tax process only. And what I was educating, hey, nobody should pay tax. And that made them trigger that, oh, this wisest lady is making all the population as wisest. Make whatever torture to her, provide her. And they did it. Right? You all saw, Brett Kavanaugh stole my job because of that only. How cheap and how narrow-minded can he be? Right? So everywhere it's broken. Everywhere it's broken. I educate the justice teams that this is what has happened. This is how President Trump and Mitch McConnell and Brett Kavanaugh only created that havoc for me. So please, 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 please have them to pay that $4,500, make it even to $5,000 and pay on my bank. That itself is okay. The judge never. That was very recently, means how recent? This last November 2020 also I wanted to take a step forward and ask the judge, hey judge, please, 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 this COVID-19 is creating a lot of havoc for me. I'm unemployed, judge, please, 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 help me out here. They only created that robocall for me. Please have President Trump to pay the check, direct deposit to my bank. Please have Senate to pay the direct deposit to my bank. Please have Microsoft, Apple, Google, Hawaii to pay direct deposit to my bank. I provided. So we are all on the same page on that. Only thing is, nobody listened and nobody helped me means, what should I have to think? There are no humans in this earth when there are 7.9 billions of humans. Yes, for me, there is only one human. And I will reveal it down the road. Please be patient. Okay? So, what if, that someone special in my life was only with me when I wouldn't have undergone all this kind of stuff, right? It hurts a lot. And I'm not hiding my emotions, right? It hurts. So that makes, that reveals what? Even the education, all these people, they must have gone to the school, they must have, high school, whatever, whatever religious faith, I don't even want to know. I don't know what marriage they are into. There are so many marriage types. All are hell only. All are crap only. Regardless of love marriage or arranged marriage or LGBTQ marriage or polygamy, everything is a garbage. I don't even want to know whether they are married or single or whatever. But then, bottom line, that basic humanity got lost. What is the root cause for that? Pope Francis destroyed their brains. That's all. It's as simple as that. So I will ask Pope Francis only to pay all the price. All these victims of abuse, the abusive people, are classified as innocent only in my book of civil law, and I'll ask them to live free. Only thing is, they lost eligibility to apologize to me. I will say, please don't work on your energy on apologizing to me. That won't help. You live free. I live free. I will live a peaceful life. You all live a peaceful life. Just watch me live. That's all. So, but then when US is going to pay me $1 billion or $1 trillion, let them watch why I got that in a rightful way. It's a salary. It's a salary I got it, right? Nobody will dare to ask USA why they are paying that much of money to me. I will say, go mock Las Vegas facilities. Go ask USA why they showered that much dollars for the casinos and to destroy the human households, family relationships. Go ask USA. Go mock that. Go mock on that. Why on the earth you all even have to bother to ask USA why USA are giving this much money and that to tax free to this Vethapriya means you all do not have any rights to ask that. Right? If you all want to ask why doctors find Las Vegas is healthiest. Go mock doctors. Not me. For me, okay. Even on the bottom line, what I said, you accuse me, it's not going to impact me. You're going to curse me to death, it's not going to impact me. You're going to name call me, body shaming me, oh my gosh. You do whatever, I will just live free. I will live happily. I will live happily. Why on the earth I should die? Why on the earth I should, be on that mode? No. I asked for rightful that's belonging to me. When people are stealing that is rightful belonging to me, yes, as a civilian it will hurt me, right? It will hurt me. And for me, I am a kind of person, I will never lose that belongs to me. My brain processing is that way. I will never lose anything. It can be a small safety pin, right? Or it can be anything. Even it's a small thing, I will never lose it. It's not on the sentiment level, but that's how I am. I take care of it. It'll be there. Even if I lose it, it happens, right? Sometimes the key, chain, or, the earrings, or somewhere if I get lost, I will keep on searching for it. And even if I leave it, okay, my gosh, okay, it'll take time for me to overcome it. But then, even if I think, okay, I lost it, means that lost will come back to me one fine day. It has happened to me. It's been happening to me all along. Meaning, it would have even passed years, I would say. Then, means people would have forgotten, right? And then it will be there all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. For how long I've been searching for that, and now, after years, after this much years, I'm getting it back. So, yes, my dear fellow mankind, when wise thoughts, fools will get unhealthy anger. Right? Unhealthy anger. What would you all do if these kind of nails are thrown on your face and created scars on your face? It'll pain, right? And people will only say, please, 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 do not create scars on my face. It'll pain for me. Please, 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 right? But even the foolish will not listen. They'll still create scars on your face. What is a tit for tat you can do? Just slap on the abusive patient. That is one way. Or ask them to be in the jail. That is another way. But what is the excellence? Allow them to live free. That is the excellent civil justice in true Christianity alone. That's the reason behind it, because it will help in self-realization, and it will help in the accountable and responsibility of why they did it, and their brain processing will help in the healthy curing healing process with the God's labor alone. Nobody can heal a foolish disease, right? Because even they are victims of abuse population only categorized as. That innocence is enough for them to live free. When the innocence is identified, any little bit of innocence is identified is enough for allowing the civilians to live free. In my book of civil law. That is why I am excellent Supreme Judge, and worldwide knows it. They were expecting USA will assign the Supreme Civil Judge only to me, job to me. I said, how on the earth they were able to track down on me? Track down me only, they were providing that cell phone alert message. Versus the 300 million of population would have thought, okay, it is another President Trump's admin's way of whatever he has to do, want to show off his power like that. Nobody knew that it was created to track down me and then create the robocall and then create a poverty. Everybody turned back on me. Meaning Citibank, they do not have a claims processing, healthy processing to pay back for the victims of abuse of like me from the robocall. I'm talking about only robocall. Then there is phishing, right? All different kinds of scamming the people out of money. They should, so Citibank CEO itself don't know how the bank should work. That is what it says. When Citibank can provide by mistake only, they are telling, by mistake only we wired $500 million to one of these vendors. Then they are making it look as if it's a very legalized, organized, fancy way. Right? But on the same time, they cannot understand how much of torture the people are undergoing when they become victims of abuse. Right? I already provided a difference. Where is $500 million and where is $10,210.38? You all might be laughing at it. I'm saying please do not laugh. It's not funny. Right? It's not funny because I have been undergoing through the torture. That $10,210.38, and even after paying minimum due for 3 years, still the same balance. The garbage, the software, entire rating system, entire calculator system they created, it's wrong. It's garbage. Sadly, they cannot even code patch it. Because if they're going to use one single word in the software, they have to go, they break their heads in zillions of lines of software code. They'll go crazy. The software teams will go crazy. They will say, just don't ask us to do that. Rather, we can create a new database, new everything, and that is okay. That will save a time after all. That will be cheapest after all. So it's not only Citibank. You name any bank. Be it federal bank or state bank, local bank, online bank, they do not have healthy claims processing. That is a huge mistake. I don't know how they even bother to leave that line of business product. They were thinking when they are going to give away the healthy claims, medical claims processing for these victims of abuse, they will become more poorest or bankrupt. No. It is not their money, right? It's never the bank's money. Why would they even have to bother about that? It is a healthy government processing after all. And that got stopped. That never even was created means, imagine 500 years of scandal. How many people would have died out of finance debt alone? Leave me. For me, I am having $10,210.38. Imagine if the amount is more, $1 billion or 100,000 or 500,000 means of loan. Imagine the tension the people will be having in their heart. They'll get heart attack. They'll get a heart issue. Stress creates diabetes. Stress creates every type of disease, you name it. Stress creates infertility. Stress creates impotency. Stress creates sexual immorality, sexual malfunctioning. Your human operating system will not work when you're in stressed out mode. Brain will go blank. What are the doctors, they call it as a depression mode or a hyper depression mode or depression mania means stress 1, stress 2, stress 3, or those are different levels. People, when they are more in stress mode, they get restrained from talking to the people. Social skills will be gone. Even the regular chores they have to do will be gone. Some even will forget how they cooked. They'll forget that. It all will be a start over learning process mode. So don't all think, if only these foolish people had a second thought, the final thought, prayed to God, having that little bit of empathy, the humane standards, they would never bother to create hurt. That is by default. So that means that this judge, when he was born as a newborn baby, he was innocent only. So from newborn baby all the way to the judge, imagine that many lifespan. And how much of toxins must have been injected on his brain, regardless of the religious faith, regardless of nationality. All these people are immigrants only. Even though they are addressing themselves as citizens, they are immigrants. They are slaves after all. They ran for their life from Europe nations, right? Any Asians, when they are seeing an European, they know how they ran for their life from Europe. So that means even on the empathy level, Asians gets that award. Versus this European population are why innocent? All they know for a world is only Europe nations. They never even know that Asia nations were even existing. Only for past 30, 50 years alone, they came to know, oh, there are people in India? Oh, is there a land called India? Oh my gosh. Oh, is it a planet? Is it an alien? Is it an alien planet? Oh, are there only monkeys? Are they monkeys? Like that. So they never got to know there are humans in world other than outside of United States of America. They were thinking USA only is a world. How innocent they are. Only past 30, 50 years only, the other nations, when they started to come slowly, they came to know. Even the Asian foods, I would say, rice is a healthy food, healthy staple food for Asians, Italians. They cannot live without rice. It's a staple food. But how, again, in the agriculture abuse, how they provided that rice is unhealthy after all. That's a scandal. Only United States of America, Americans, they do not eat rice. They eat potato, they eat meat, right? That is a staple food. And because most of them are Germans, they might eat cabbage as well. Or eat that hot dogs or the wieners or the brats. Or pizza. Pizza means Italians. So those are the most common foods they know. They don't know what is a healthy food after all. Japanese, Italians, right? Indians, Middle East Asians, Mediterraneans, Greece, they all eat only rice. Even if you go to breakfast, they will have rice. Even if you go to dinner, it will be rice. But how doctors misguided. Don't eat carb, don't eat carb, don't eat carb. Right? But if you see on the pet animal foods, they provide chicken, rice, vegetables. They know that is healthy. But they wanted the Americans to eat only crab, not crab. I don't know what my fears, little bit about me. I like seafood, okay? And I like crab. And this is just me. And I do eat other chicken and, goat meat. But it's not very, it's not like that. But then I like seafood. That's just me. Okay? So, crab. It sounds similar, but you have to pronounce it in the rightful way. Otherwise, people will get confused, isn't it? So, yeah, right? For how long McDonald's is there? For how long? It's been long. No McDonald's, no USA. Like that, they created their business model. That is their talent. What if they provided some kind of a healthy menu? Right? They never bothered. If you're going to ask the CEOs, their family, their children, they will feed only healthy foods. They will not eat any crap. Same like how doctors will not eat any jawbreaker hot candies, or how if you go and ask the software world, the CEOs, they will not even have their children using any of the products they are creating because they know it is a crap. If their children are going to use it, they are going to get into the crap. Until the children knows how to use it responsibility, it is a crap. They know that. But then, at what cost? When they are not even bothering about the health and wellness of the population, at what cost? Then all their line of business products becomes invalid, isn't it? Invalid. I provided all the proof. See, this is why Pope Francis only created hell. They just could not take it. They just could not take it. They just could not believe it. And then I also said, see, I'm colored skin only. See, I talk in a very, how I already said, how I talk to my parents and siblings, that's how I make the comfort zone. Right? So I said, see, I'm colored black skin. So even if you're going to throw all the white paint or even the cosmetic, whatever the surgery, I am black skin, I'm colored skin. So you deal with it, handle with it. So, but then the innocence is European Americans, they are so much into that white, they have never seen colored skin, right? And colored skin will not look appealing for the peers, right? So it is very easy to throw dust on them, throw trash on them, they are like that. So because when they are not looking in an appealing mode versus white skin are looking more in appealing mode, even if they are going to create a crap, people not believe more. So that is the life Pope Francis is white skin. Pope Francis talks sweetest talk. Pope Francis worships God when he is the hell creator. He alone is the hell creator. See, even at this point of time, I already said this Department of Justice teams, they are happiest for me only because they know I am the wisest person in whole entire earth. Got it? Because a wisest will always only provide only wisdom, nothing short of wisdom. Meaning people can close eyes, if something this Vethapriya is going to say, we have to follow it without asking her because it is only wisdom. Blindest we can believe, like that people knows. Rock solid work ethics, a loyalty, integrity, right? These are all the qualities, everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. Only thing is, I will say upfront, this is wrong, this is right, like that. So when you are in that mode, some people will not like it because they will say there is a way of telling in a sugar coating way or like that. But for me, I just cannot do that. I have to say it upfront. This is how it is. And that's why people hate me. There are population who hates me as well. Even in my family circle, they do not like me because of my, telling upfront mode. But it's just me. You deal with me, handle with me. It's me. This is what I am. Like that. And I talk with clean love, with one unbiased love, to everybody. Same love. And as my dear fellow mankind, because of my emotional and the overview which I have to say, it took 1 hour 17 minutes. Yes. The Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin, they are happiest for me. They will be the one happiest the very moment USA signs job offer to me. They know that I am born to save the world. I provided all the solutions as well. I even displayed upfront the Department of Justice is broken. This is how it should be provided. I provided even that solutions also. So that is why they are happiest people after all. But this civil justice that needs to be provided. Yes, state of Wisconsin must pay $5 billion because I got the damages, I got the scars, right? So at least that can help me to take care of my basic essentials, right? And then side by side, state of Wisconsin will realize, okay, we have to sit side by side with each judge, each lawyer and educate that never ever, even in dream, do not sign injustice like that. They will know, right? Somebody should stand up and say, educate, right? Nobody educated. 500 years past. For how long people have to live with the injustice after injustice? I cannot handle it, and I know my peers cannot handle it as well. Regardless of gender. You go ask any male whether the male likes injustice, he will say no. Absolutely positive on that. Go ask a female, female will say the same. A female worldwide will say never likes injustice. Same. Same for everybody, regardless of the gender. So that means if you're going to ask the judge whether he likes injustice, the judge will say, no, he will never like injustice. That's what he will say. But then, that is why a brain should operate in a it is very crucial for the brain to operate correctly when the justice is being provided. I'll put it that way. It should never be unbiased. I educated how to provide, because there needs to be healthy emotional management. Healthy priority emotional management means emotionally people should not give priority and sign justice. That's never a justice. That comes under the partiality. Partiality is never a justice. Right? Favoritism is never a justice. It should be closing the eyes. Even the judge should never see who is in the justice weighing machine. The judge should never even see. That is an excellent justice after all. Because that will create a prejudice. That will create a stereotyping. Those are all the toxins that the brain operation will become malfunction, and that will create the judge or anybody to sign off injustice. And gone. That's all. They will live and die with the stress of signed off injustice by prosecuting an innocent civilian. All those people who I addressed, they must be only shedding tears of shame, tears of guilt, and must be only asking forgiveness from God. Right? Because in true civil law, innocence must never be punished. But innocence only getting crucified all the time, everywhere, worldwide. It's called as a crucifixion. So, PROSE salary, that never got helped. At least robocall, they never helped. And President, it is USA who begged for any civilian can work on poverty and figure out the root cause for poverty. They never bothered to provide the salary. I am asking only rightful that belongs to me. And the rightful job was stolen from me. Imagine what if I was providing judge process since October 2018. How many tasks I would have finished, do you all know that? Brett Kavanaugh never finished anything. And he's only flying always high with the luxury and the salary, that is all. He never bothers about any of the population. He's proving. And Amy Barrett is also doing the same crap. Same crap. But anyways, it is 1 hour and 22, but it helps me when I'm talking out and letting out my real me of my emotions, right? And I'm not feeling ashamed. When civilian is undergoing through a lot of pain and agony in different versions, tell me how a civilian can handle it. Even doing the chores. Sometimes I told you, right, I'll be laziest, doing nothing. Because it is all because of, only because of whatever injustice I have to deal with. That is more painful, right? So when it is more painful, that creates me that process. But people will always sometimes, not sometimes, will mock me. Why are you so lazy? Like that. That means even for coloring my hair, I will not take care of myself. My parents, my siblings have to remind me, see, go color your hair. Like that. And for me, whatever, like that. Right? But people will not understand. When there is a healthy environment and some kind of, at least pain 1, pain 2 out of 10 types of pain, at least if there are 5 pains solved, That would have provided me less stress, right? But for me, all the pain are not solved mode. It's there mode. Can you all imagine? And with whatever thing I'm undergoing through, I'm not in the mood of that. For that alone, I will even, okay, I will go and for diversion, right? I will either sketch. I'm not in that mood also. Then my people known to me are telling, you can sketch and for that diversion, right? But for me, even my brain is not working on that side. I want all these things to be fixed now. Provide the civil justice now. I never got civil justice. And even if you are close people, they cannot understand. That is why it is very important, on the relationship level. God provided everything in a heaven way only for any civilians. It is the humans who creating all the hell for fellow mankind. That needs to be stopped. And with my governance, that will be surely for sure it will be stopped. You are witnessing, right, how I am educating, how I am disciplining even everybody in one same love only. Whether it be President Trump or President Joe Biden or the judge of state of Wisconsin or Supreme Court judge, whoever it may be. Entertainment world, doctors world, Dr. Fauci, Dr. Brinks, they are super blessed to be disciplined by me at this age, at the retired age. It's okay to be walking in the wisdom. There is no age. It's never too late to walk in wisdom. Even in their at-fault mode, I could see only innocence in Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks. That is why I want them to live free. That little bit of the innocence is enough for me to sign off civil justice. I don't even have to know about anybody. I can close my eyes and can provide excellent justice. So, I should have been the Supreme Judge of US, and it is hurting me a lot. And I'm displaying that right way, in a healthy way, right? So 7.9 plus billions of humans are watching. All the nations knows. I already said they are competing. They want I only to lead their nations, including India. You name anybody, because every nation, they do not have good leader. When there is no leader, it is almost like without foundation. When it's not foundation, everything will be crashing in pieces. That is what happened. Worldwide, they are panic mode. So, when US said COVID-19, China got it. India got it. Italy got it. London got it. And all of them are in same page with me. And innocent population, they never got it. They feared, oh my gosh, is that a real play? And again, after my education, again the population got educated, and they overcome that fear more right now. So worldwide people are slowly getting into that normalization mode. I helped everybody in the wisdom education, my dear fellow mankind. I should get the rightful salary now. Lots of salaries pending. You have to pay me the salary. For me, okay, if I get a job, that will create a diversion for me, right? Because once when I start doing a task, people knows about my rock solid ethics. And from my end, to understand the system, I will be working. So it creates a diversion, right? That 8 hours time or 5 hours time will fly away. It just flies away. And for me, it will be end of the day, I'll have that, okay, I provided healthy services to build the nation in clean law. I was able to provide excellent design solutions to the teams, right? That's kind of a healthy review for diversion for me. That is why I want to be in the, get into the work. Even when I'm marching towards the retirement mode, I need to have enough funds for me to retire. I do not have that. Right? I do not have any health insurances of now. I do not have life insurance. So if I get sick, you all know what state I am in. And you all know why I am not even going out in the snowy time. What if I slip and fall down? Nobody can help because everybody is helpless mode. Everybody is undergoing through their financial crisis. If I fall, imagine, I want to tell you this as a testimony. 2 to 3 years back, it was right in front of my apartment only. I just walked, it was during snow time. Just by when I was opening the van, on the road, I slipped and fell down. And it was, and the left or right leg, that nerve or something, it was a pinching nerve pain, too much. So I was I imagined, oh no, what happened? I am diabetic, and what will happen? Will the leg will be gone, or like that kind of a mood, But then, okay, I went to the hospital, 24 hours hospital. There was no medicine. I did not have ibuprofen expired. So I had to go for that emergency clinic and make sure how. And with help, I went, okay. And they gave me a medicine, the ibuprofen or some painkiller or something with a stretcher or something like that. And it went away. That pain went away. But then, they luckily I did not choose to stay in that hospital. I told, let me go back home and I will watch, I'll observe, and I came back home. But then the billing, it was skyrocketing. I was unemployed mode, financial crisis mode only, That's how you are seeing this 10,000 thing. Means this credit card, I stopped using this credit card. I wanted to get rid of this debt. So you all might be wondering, for the past 3 years how it's the same thing. Means that's how it is. I was getting, that's how. Almost 1 year, close to 1 year, 1 or 2 years, I stopped using that credit card. Just because I want the debt to be paid. Until then I'm waiting. So that was what. I went, the doctor checked and gave me the medicine. I came back. It was less than 5-10 minutes of the time frame. The hospital was close by. Okay. Or I would say, make it 30 minutes time frame. Okay? I came back, it healed. But then, what was the medical billing? 1,500 or something like that. Then, even if they wanted to reduce, they reduced it to 900 or something. Now tell me, I do not have insurance now. I am unemployed. What if I walk on the snowy road and I slip and fall down? I am new to this place too. Yes, the strangers, they are neighbors. There are humans only. Let's say, even if they are going to help me to take to the hospital, it will be too much of financial strain on me, right? So, can you all see? So these are the little bit of human things that people can think of before creating disaster for fellow mankind, isn't it? It's not a rocket science. This judge, the lawyers, and the commissioner and the female cop are humans only. They all went to school. They all have their own religious faith. They must be having family, whether they're married with children or not, or without married single parents or not, whatever, I do not want to know. I don't even know what color of the skin is the female cop is, but I know all the other people are white. So I was providing unbiased, excellent justice to them. They learnt a lot. How to provide excellent justice. They learned a lot from me, and they were shocked to see the wisdom from me. Absolutely, they were shocked. But then, the entire Department of Justice is broken, right? Once when the civilians get into that, the system, broken system, they get into that never-ending loop mode. They cannot come out of that mode. And that created by Pope Francis, France leader, Islam leaders, Queen Elizabeth II, like that. That is why they say it is best to never get these tickets, the road tickets, because they know the system is broken, its severity is highest loopholes. Innocent people without awareness, if they're going to get into that system, they are for lifelong, it will be like never-ending loop mode of kind of a thing. Can you all see why President Joe Biden is never innocent? Less innocent after all. That means more foolish, more cunning, right? More male chauvinist, right? Versus President Trump is displaying himself is innocent mode just because he's not a lawyer. That is how. Yes, my dear fellow mankind. The moment justice people finds injustice, they only will be stressed out and die out of stress. Because punishing an innocent will create more stress for justice people only. The innocent people struggling with that injustice is one side, but the justice people, they will just die out of the stress by being aware of signing of injustice to and punishing an innocent. They will just die. And with my education, I was working on to prevent that. But foolish people, they cannot understand, right? They just cannot. Now, they must be shedding tears of agony only. Because they never knew this COVID-19 going to come. Even I never knew. Right? But all I know was what? These doctors are going to create some kind of a disaster. They will work out some kind of a disaster. And I even provided that warning to the justice. This Department of Health Services, they will say, work out of court and fix it. Or they are going to create a havoc. And this is what they created. Whatever I said, it happened. And few years back, when I was working on the poverty-free earth end of the year, I said all the religion facilities will be shut down. All the festivals will not be celebrated. It's okay. Let's fix all this crime. I was saying few years back. But I never knew down the road all the religious facilities will be shut down. So got it. So that means how that people will relate now. And oh my gosh, is this that lady? Like that. I provided the same sentence. It is okay if the church facilities are shut down. Until this crime is getting fixed, it's okay. Like that I educated a few years back, and it happened. That is a proof that how I'm God's child and the supernatural power, right? You all know that in that Notre Dame, 2 years passed, right? Close to 2 years passed. If it is March or something, coming March, it's 2 years past. That Notre Dame Cathedral, it got burnt in ashes. I never knew it's going to happen. But it was, see, whenever some kind of an injustice is thrown at me, it's always that natural disasters that happens around me. Can you all see? I don't know how more to explain about that supernatural power part. Are there any movies to relate? I don't know. I just don't know. But I could just sense it, like, I already said, or name any natural disaster. Right? It's all created by Pope Francis. Means what? He creates all this injustice, that injustice gets accumulated, natural disasters was created. Because oxidation process gets malfunctioned. Already humans getting married to wrong people created oxidation malfunction. On top of it, layer after layer, injustice means oxidation malfunction, oxidation malfunction, oxidation malfunction. Air pollution, global warming, cancer, lung cancer, breathing problem, so many, you name it, all created by Pope Francis. So even in that COVID-19, God's name alone is glorified, isn't it? Because Pope will be thrown in volcano. He only created the plague. He only created the plague. See, the Republican administration, they got it. Because when I was educating to this Department of Justice teams, they would have absolutely shared that to the government. Right? It's a normal thing. So that is how everybody in same page mode, behind the scenes mode, and still cannot talk it out loud mode. But only thing is, when everybody knows that I should get the rightful job, I should get the rightful salary, I never got it. Even now I want to provide it using the YouTube channel only. Yeah, see, if I would have got that interview in the CNN news or anything, then right there I would have got the justice, right? But I never got it. And it's all because of the politics and whatnot. Already nation is in crisis. Already nation is undergoing through a lot of garbage. But they never thought, the CNN or other news channels, they never thought that once when they are going to give me an interview, they will be blessed, super blessed. Because it is again going to be the wisdom. But they never allowed me, right? So I already said, me being in the YouTube channel is also God's name to be glorified only. Yes, people can mock. I already said, you name any software. That means I should not be even having a laptop. That means I should not have iPhones. Everything is a crap. Everything is built out of garbage. But then God's name alone is glorified out of that. When people are disabled, it is God's name is glorified because God never created any disability. God never created poverty for me. God never created all the injustice for me. No. God created heaven for me. It is the selfish Pope Francis created all the hell for me, and I want only Pope Francis to pay all the price. And other people have to pay whatever that money that taken. Initially I said 4,500, but then I only asked the judge for $5,000. And I realized, yes, that will be the best civil justice, because how much of emotion I got lost and aging factor, right? So let's say if I'm going to get any type of whatever, even if I'm not going out or if I'm going to get sick or whatever, I'll just leave so I will either live or whatever, right? Because I know at this point of time, beyond the COVID part of it, if I'm going to go to the doctor's thing, I do not have enough money to pay for the medical care. Who created that hell for me? Who created that hell for me? So if people are going to say, see you're lazy, see you're ugly, see you're waste, see you're useless, I will say, you say whatever, I still live. I will still live. You mock me, you bully me, you body shame me. Okay? This is what I am. And I will live. Go ahead and mock me. Because I had enough of injustice. I just do not want any more injustice. I do not want any more of hurting, right? I just want to move forward and live a peaceful life. Yes, me getting back to the workforce can create the diversion part. That is all. And you all know, if with all this financial aid I'm asking for, you all know how much I'm asking. I'm not asking for $1. I'm not asking for a dime. right? And I already said I am the richest person in the whole entire planet Earth right now. Though I am a pauper mode, though I am a beggar mode, I am the richest one, period. Right? Because I own all nations. That is the truth. But beyond that means I can resign, meaning I don't even have to go to work. But beyond that, I want to work means it's basically for my diversion process. That is all. Okay, whatever talk, it was an emotional talk, but then please bear with me. It is like I'm just talking to how I talk to my family, friends. Like that time only I'm talking to 7.9 plus billions of humans with the same love. And here and there I become emotional, right? And that's why that's how I become silent, because I don't want to talk in a choked up mode. Okay, so I want for civil justice Vatican Jesuits leader Pope Francis to resign now. And for fatal negligence of judge, that is one count of fatal negligence. Then commissioner, fatal negligence, right? So that is one count. Then 2 female lawyers, also fatal negligence, so 2 counts on that. And a female cop, also fatal negligence, that is 1 count. So when you're going to count all the counts of fatal negligence, it's coming to count of 5, right? So I, Vethapriya PROSE, want for civil justice as of February 17th of 2021 is State of Wisconsin, Jesuits, Roman Province of USA must pay tax-free $1 billion per fatal negligent DOJ teams of total of 5 counts to be tax-free $5 billion direct deposit to my bank account in next 1 second, and I, Vethapriya PROSE, to become the Vatican leader now is civil justice served. And I want all those judge or commissioner or whoever, I want them to live free. But they lost eligibility to apologize to me, that's all. I live free, you live free, I live my way, you live your way, but walk in wisdom ways. Do not work on writing any more injustice. Enough is enough. I educated, I disciplined them in the rightful. That is all. Okay, thank you all for your time. And yes, my dear fellow mankind, I am working on providing as much as possible civil crime, true crime displayed to the USA government. Got it? So with this civil justice, you all know how the justice is broken in pieces, and how I, in an excellent way, provided solution and displayed the real crime of Department of Justice itself. They are the ones who are disabled. They are the ones who need to get medically evaluated, right? Because they signed injustice. So I provided excellent civil justice according to the Holy Bible guidelines. So either the judge, commissioner, the 2 female lawyers and the female cop should know, say to the USA they know what is Holy Bible, or they should say they don't know Holy Bible. But from my end, I provided all the education, all the awareness, like a teacher, like a student, I educated everybody. So they know who I am. They know my rock solid ethics, work ethics. Okay? It's just that because of entire system is broken, it's just because they are State of Wisconsin as a slave to Pope Francis, right? When they are slave to Pope Francis, I am saying Pope Francis is wrong. Pope Francis is hell creator. What will they do? What will they do is one part. What should they do? But what should they do? It becomes invalid when they are slave to Pope Francis. That's what I'm trying to tell. So then I also educated whatever injustice they signed to me on December 2019 became invalid, disqualified. Oh wow, what a wonderful civil justice I provided for myself in front of all nations, right? At the cost of my death. Even if I die now, or I do not fear death, because I decoded the importance of life, mysteries, puzzles of life. I do not have any questions on the life cycle. Anybody can ask me any questions on the life, I can answer. So even at the death, let's say if I'm going to die now and going to be in the coffin, I don't have to worry because civil justice is signed. Right? If not today, one fine day, I will get the finance aid, rightful salary, rightful job, everything. Got it? Civil justice always wins is the wisdom. Civil justice always wins is the wisdom. Always wins is the wisdom. What if those Department of Justice, those people who created damages to me, was guided correctly in a wisdom ways? That would have been a heaven processing, right? So, I don't know. They have to talk to the God. They have to fall down in knees and talk to the God for forgiveness. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's between God and them. But from my end, I provided only healthy help as a true friend and guardian angel at the cost of being crucified mode. They were just nailing and crucifying me. Even in that mode, I was only educating wisdom. That is what always a true friend does. Right? Clean-hearted love provides only clean love always. No matter what. I don't know anybody about them. I don't know anything about them. I don't even want to know. See, after knowing and then providing justice, it becomes a polluted justice, right? It becomes a stereotyping, prejudice, favoritism. Everything will pop in, right? That is never a justice after all. A judge should never see the people during the justice and then sign off. Just that is excellent. I educated that. Now, can you all see how even in the COVID-19, the justice process also getting reformed worldwide? Everything going to be gonna online, and without seeing anybody, only civil justice going to be signed off mode because I educated that. It's $1 trillion reform. I already provided it. Few years back itself, I finished providing that. I even went down to the task of how to, provide justice service. When I was working Poverty-Free Earth itself, I finished the task. And again, one more time, I educated the same thing for these people also. And this COVID-19 came, and now they are seeing in their own eyes how whatever I'm saying is only happening. And I'm proving that I'm God's child. Right? There is a difference always when the people try to provide any kind of hurting or to the God's child, God will be at the side of the people, right? I already said God's firewall, God's protection will be there. That is what it is all about. I'm living. I'm living day by day. I'm living, I'm singing, I'm smiling, I'm talking, I'm joking, right? That is all because of God-given strength only when I'm handling pain and agony. Okay, so yes, today I'm in pauper mode. I wish to get back to the workforce immediately, just because that can help me in this diversion mode. And I will be getting that whatever salary, and I can save it, and I can take care of my monthly bills, excluded with whatever salary, whatever job offer USA is going to provide. That needs to be provided because I own USA. I am asking whatever rightful that belongs to me. They stole that rightful job from me and created career distraction, right? That much of salary gone. That much of salary gone. When Hewlett Packard laid me off, they never thought I will be in an orphan mode. Everywhere humanity got destroyed. I just only said Pope Francis is a hell creator, and they freaked out. Associated Bank freaked out. But now I'm proving with all the proof, they all must be shedding tears of provided crucifixion after crucifixion after crucifixion. I'm civilian, right? How long can I tolerate the injustice, chewing the injustice? I just cannot. I'm just done with it. I want to live a free life. Free life means what? A peaceful life, right? I should not be undergoing with this financial crisis. No. I should be financially stable. And yes, I sure will get the civil justice my way. According to the Holy Bible guidelines, only I will get it. Right in front of all the human kingdom, right in front of all the nations. And it is okay if my peers are going to think I'm rude, whatever. You name call me crap, that's okay. You name call me, there's another word, right? Rather than crap, you call me anything. It's okay. I am a civil doctor, I can handle it. I am a civil doctor, I can handle it. I had enough and I've seen through enough. For me, my priorities in my life are different. Yes, job is just part of the career path, that's all for me. Sometimes it make me to think, oh, only because I am displaying clean art, these people are taking that for granted. Why? Right? So that itself is not healthy, right? Because once when people start to think that way, some people, when people cannot handle it, it can create more havoc, right? They might go in different pathways, unhealthy pathways. But then, for me, I know the truth, right? Why people are behaving like this. It's a behavioral disease, right? Leprosy disease is a behavioral disease. The humane nerves get chopped and the inhumane nerves only get activated. It's a behavioral disease. When people provide injustice after injustice, their behavioral patterns is destroyed. Anyways, moral of the talk, to 1 hour and 56 minutes means too close to 2 hours. Civil justice means true love is always clean love. Wisest always educates only wisdom. Okay? And God is always God. People will understand why God is always God, why evil is always evil, why humans are always errors human by default, why there are foolish people, right? Yes, I wish to get the civil justice without any delay. Okay? I am true owner of all nations, so I should not be even handling all these kind of stressful worry, right? Anyways, whoever not the owners of nations only are ruling, be it France or be it Islam leaders. See, Islam leaders and all, they will just die out of heart attack when they know who I am. They'll just die. You wait and watch and see. Already they are in a panic mood. Already. Because of the fact that they cannot digest that I am a woman. They are male chauvinists, right? They treat women as a trash. Versus I am disciplining, I'm standing up and I'm disciplining. You as a nation is listening to me. India is listening to me. Means they know. I just don't want to tell it out. I just want to give you all to work on that as a fun homework task. Only clue is what? They will die out of heart attack. That is a hint. So you go work on who am I for the Islam leaders to die out of heart attack. Not even to jump in. They don't even have to wait to jump in the volcano to die. They just will die out of heart attack. Means, who am I? Okay? So thank you for your time. Take care. Bye for now.